Yo, 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 yo. All right, we in here. Man, the fight happened a little bit quicker than I anticipated. But I'm in here. Let's do this. All right. So as always, man, anytime I'm going live, my my stream or the latency might be ahead of you, might be behind you, but I'm gonna give you guys my commentary as I see it. As of right now, I'm at the national anthem of America. So ring walk's coming up soon. If you're joining, make sure you hit the like button, comment as we go. Let me know if you can see and hear me good, and we'll get the ball rolling here, man. It's time. It is time. Let's do this. I know some of you guys are listening to the commentating because you can't watch it. Maybe you're at work or maybe you don't have access to watch it. So I appreciate you guys using my commentary as your source of entertainment tonight. Smash that like button. I will be scoring the fight as we go along as well. James P, thanks for dropping by. Yave, as always, official member of the channel. I appreciate you. Thanks for dropping by. Kenneth Perry, another official member of the channel. Thanks for dropping by. Isaiah B, it's always good to see you, bro. Welcome. All the talk is over, and it's time to get down to business. So national anthems are done on my side. Just I mentioned earlier, the latency might be a little bit different. I might be ahead of you a little bit. I might be behind you a little bit, but I'm gonna commentate as I see it. So try if you're a bit ahead of me, man. Try not to spoil it for the people that are in the chat as we go along here. I'm watching the Showtime pay per view version. I know there's a few other versions out there depending on how you bought it or how you're streaming it or where you are in the world. Getting ready for the ring walks on my side. Big Dog, what's good, bro? Thanks for dropping by tonight. They're doing the introductions right now. On my side, they're doing a little bit of some videos introducing the fighters and whatnot. The ring walks are coming up soon. All right, here comes Plant. Yeah, I hear some boos in the crowd, man. I'm telling you guys, man, it's definitely a pro Canelo crowd. But Plant's looking ready. It's got Conway the Machine dropping the lyrics on his way in. I like the all white. I like that. I like the all white, man. That's usually my thing. I usually wear all white or all black. I'm a very non-colorful person, so I like all black, all white, all gray. That's usually how I rock. So I like that all white, man. It's clean. Yeah, Jave, bro. Like I hear you, bro. But it's lit. Caleb knows this though. He knows he's up against the grain. He might be on to something. Plant has the tools that can definitely pull off the upset. Oh, he definitely has the tools, man. He definitely has the tools. But it's about experience, though. A lot of this is experience. So don't get it twisted. Canelo's been under the spotlight arguably much longer on this type of scale, you know what I mean? Packed out arenas, energy, and this fight's going to be about mistakes. Who makes the least amount of mistakes or who makes the other person pay for those mistakes? A lot of times the experienced fighter uh has the edge. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see what Caleb's made out of. Willie Beecham in the building. Thanks for dropping by tonight, bro. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. People are starting to filter in. I appreciate you guys dropping by tonight. Hey, Willie, the Suns are playing right now too, bro. Shit. But we got to get that. We got to get this boxing match in, bro. This is history. I can watch the replay of the Suns later. I don't know. I mean, Caleb, he looks ready, bro. I mean, he looks ready. He looks confident. He's at least to this point spoke a good game. He's got to actually show it, obviously, but he spoke a good game thus far. And for me, he hasn't looked nervous. He's looked confident from the press conference back in September all the way until right at this moment, the ring walk. So when he says that he's born for this moment, when Jim Gray asked him after the weigh-in, like, "Are you nervous?" and he was like, "Man, come on." I was like, "Okay, shit, all right." And guys, don't forget we got Russell Mora as the referee. You guys already know my thoughts about Russell Mora. You guys already know where I stand on that if you follow my channel. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. Listo para los chingazos. That shit was funny. James P, man, you a Suns fan? That's what's up. Suns, baby. All right, where I'm at right now, Canelo's about to make his ring walk, or he's just started making his ring walk. What's he got? Some mariachi again? Oh man, this song. This song is like classic. The lead singer of Mana. Sir, living in AZ. Oh shit, that's what's up, bro. What part? What part? I'm from the Glendale area. Marcus Walls, bro, what's good? Let's do it. It's time. It's time. Woo wee. All right, Peoria. Yeah, man, that's not too far. Not too far. It's nice to meet a fellow Arizonian, man. There's not very many of us out here. I don't know much about this Mana guy, but this dude looks like he's like 80. Oh yeah, no doubt. That song, man, it's a classic. I grew up listening to that song, man. This is like a rock and roll version of it, though. Uh, Yo, if you're dropping in, I appreciate you guys dropping in. Make sure you hit that like button. You guys know the drill. Get the likes all the way up. Let the people know that we're live right now, commentating live on the fight, giving you guys my commentary, and I'll be scoring the fight. As you can see, my handy dandy little notepad here. I'm excited, but I'm relaxed. If you guys watched a lot of my live streams leading up to this, I picked Canelo to win, man. But as you guys know, I'm rooting for Plant. It's a win-win for me. If Plant wins, he pulls off the upset, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid big, too. I put a lot of money on this fight. If he loses, then I get my prediction right. So really don't matter to me either way. I'm just hoping that it's a good fight. I'm hoping there's no shenanigans. I hope Russell Mora does a good job. And we can have a true undisputed super middleweight champion of the world with no dispute and, no controversy. That's what I really want the most. Christian in the building. Thanks for dropping by, bro. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes all the way up. Aubrey, bro. What's up, man? You made it. That's what's up. Hey, so remember, guys, I'm watching it on my side. There might be a latency difference. I might be behind you. I might be ahead of you. Either way, just keep that in mind. And as I'm commentating, if you feel like you're ahead of me, try not to spoil it for the chat because there's some people in the chat that can't watch the fight. So they're relying on my commentary. They might be at work listening on the headphones or whatever have you. So keep that in mind. Christian says listed at 5'7". Yeah, it's always been a little 5'7.5" and 6'1". Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the tail of the tape right now. It says Caleb Plant 6'1" and Alvarez is 5'7.5". Wow, I didn't know that. I thought he was like 6'9", or sorry, a 5'9". For some reason, I thought Canelo was 5'9". If you guys are just dropping in, I appreciate you. We're commentating the fight live. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. You guys know the drill. Get the likes all the way up. If you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel and you see you can't comment, well, you got to stay subscribed at least for a little bit, man. That helps me filter out the trolls. I don't want people coming in and disrupting the live stream. This live stream is full of boxing fans, and we don't want no BS up in here. Cristiano in the building. Cannabis Network, what's good? Yo in the building. Thanks for dropping by, guys. Hit that like button. We got 20 people in here. We should have 20 likes. All right, they're about to introduce the fighters. Both fighters are in the ring. Woo! Love this shit. Love this. Love it. Love it. It's me, Britain. Yeah, what's good, bro? You ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. Keep in mind, all the official members of the channel, you guys have access to those custom emojis. We have a Caleb Plant custom emoji and a Alvarez custom emoji. You can drop in the chat, let the people know that you're an official member of the channel. That always means a lot. What do I think about the boxing? The boxing. Yeah, Russell Mora. We see you, bro. I'll keep my opinion about him to myself so I can focus on this fight. Body language so far. Canelo's pacing back and forth, looking down at the canvas. I don't know what he normally does. I don't really, pay attention to that type of stuff, or even, I don't remember that type of stuff. But can't really see. I haven't been able to see Plant yet. They keep panning the camera around. All right, now they're on Plant. Plant just has that look on his face, like it's go time. Like, I'm here. It's time to put in the work. He's had that same look since the press conference. The same exact look. Nothing different. I really like the all white though. I really like the all white. It's nice. It's very clean. White and silver. Case Nasty in the building. I appreciate the super chat. Divine Sense Boxing salute. History in the making. Yes, sir. Get those likes all the way up. Yeah, man. A lot of boos, bro. A lot of boos, man. This is definitely a pro Canelo crowd. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. To me, Canelo, it's a mixture. His demeanor is kind of like a mixture of I've been here before, just another fight, but also there's a little bit of a hint of, like, he knows that this is going to be challenging. I'm not convinced that he thinks that this is going to be easy. And what I'm really looking forward to is to see if he's going to jump on Caleb early, or he's going to do what he has been doing recently, which is take his time and start picking it up in the middle rounds. Like, usually around 4 or 5 is you can start seeing the activity of Canelo start going up. But he might surprise us and jump all over Caleb right here in the first round. So on my side, Russell Mora is meeting them in the middle of the ring, giving the instructions. Touched up. I didn't hear any mother effers or none of that, so it's fight time. No more mother effing. It's fight time. The talk is done. The talk is done. The talk is done. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. So Caleb comes out with the jab as expected. Got the jab hand nice and low. Canelo expects this. He expected this. Caleb's doubling up on the jab. Canelo hasn't thrown a punch yet. He's got a high guard. He's probably gauging, finding the distance, feeling the jab of Plant as well, trying to find that range. You can see the height advantage right away. You can see the reach advantage right away. Caleb to the body and the head with the jab. These are scoring punches. Canelo, he's a little bit cautious, but I think he's trying to time Caleb. He's trying to read his movement, how he's throwing the jab, is if he's stepping in, or if he's um, telegraphing with his shoulder at all. Canelo's looking at all of that right now, but right now, um, a minute and 30 left. Plant is winning the round by the jab. Canelo hasn't thrown a punch yet. Right hand over the top, but it grazed Caleb. Caleb throwing a 1-2, mostly blocked by Canelo. Canelo's putting on the pressure. Canelo goes to the body a bit. The jab is effective for Plant so far. Doing what he needs. Caleb's not really throwing the right hand. He's keeping it cocked for the most part, which is good. I like that. Just keep that left hand in front of Canelo. Force Canelo to get past the jab. Ooh, nice right hand. Caleb got it in there. All right, round just ended for me. I think I'm a little bit behind most of you guys. And it's the latency on YouTube. I gave Plant that round. Yeah, Plant wins round one, but that's nothing too new. I mean, Canelo is notorious for throwing away rounds early, but you can tell Canelo's trying to go to the body in that first round. All right, um, second round just started for me, so I might be a little bit behind you guys. Jabs, Plant still using that jab. Canelo's being really tricky on the inside when they tie up. Plant needs to be careful. Ooh, nice left hook by Plant. Hand speed is apparent, but we knew this coming in. Overhand, over right hand by Canelo. That's the punch that I said that I'm worried about leading up to the fight. Is Canelo's right hand. The commentators are a bit annoying. Every time Canelo goes to the body, they're like, oh my god," but Plant is blocking a lot of it in the Philly shell. It looks like Plant's for some reason he looks comfortable to get caught in the corner a little bit and get in that Philly shell. Plant's blocking a lot of these punches, man. This is the shit that I'm worried about with the judges. A lot of it's blocked in the shoulder roll defense. I still think Plant's landing more. I mean, Canelo's going to the body, but a lot of it's blocked. I might have to watch this shit on mute, man, because the crowd and the commentators, they're doing my head in. I give that to Plant again. I mean, Canelo's aggressive and getting some body shots in there, but Plant is blocking a lot, and I think Canelo's using a lot of energy. I have it 2 rounds up. Trick boxing, absolutely, man. He's in that shoulder roll, and he's blocking a lot of it. But you guys gotta look carefully. Canelo, he's trying to lock Caleb's arm in the clinch. He tried to lock his arm and rip the rib cage. Plant needs to be careful of that. On the inside, when they're close, Canelo's dangerous. All right, round 3. Comes right out with the jab. God damn, Plant. Don't burn yourself out, bro. Shit. Don't be like Wilder. Don't do what Wilder did. Please. Plant came out early and basically like stole the first minute of the round, of the third round. But now he's kind of letting his foot off the gas a little bit, which is, he's recovering. Very smart by Plant here. Come out strong, throw big combinations, relax, recover a bit. And Canelo's throwing some big shots, man. Like, he's putting a lot of energy into these shots. He's like really trying to hurt Plant. Mm. Yeah, Canelo keeps pressuring. Nice left hook by Canelo. It's a closer round because I think Plant won it early, but Canelo, he's trying to steal the end of the round here. Canelo's really trying to hurt Plant, man. He's really trying to hurt him. Either he'll get it sooner or later, or he's gonna tire himself out. I got 40 seconds left in the third round. It's even so far for me. The last 30 seconds can go to any fighter. Oh, nice counter by Plant. Little Floyd Mayweather there. The jab is so good for Plant. He can't abandon it. He's got to keep it in his face. He's got to. I thought Plant would move a little bit more, but he stands in front of Canelo. Okay, closer round. Mr. Punch Out, what's good, bro? closer round for me. I felt like the jab was still effective for Plant, and I'm going to give Plant that third round, but I have no problem with anybody thinking that Canelo won that third round. It's a close round. Plant came out strong early. Canelo kind of made up some ground in the middle of part of the round, and then I think the jab was good for Plant at the end. So I got it so far 3-0 for Plant. If you guys are just joining, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hit that like button. We've got 50 people in here, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let the people know we're in here. Swoop down. Hit that like button. Let's go. Hit that like button. Guys, when you're watching this fight, do not get mesmerized or hypnotized by the crowd or the judges, okay? Be careful with that. I would advise doing it on mute. Just listen to me if I were you. Shit. Because every time Canelo throws a hard shot, they're going ooh and ah, and a lot of it's being blocked by Plant in the shoulder roll defense. So once again, fourth round, Plant comes out, jumps on Canelo. It seems like that's his game plan. Start of the round, win like the first minute, then the middle part of the round, recover, and then the last minute he tries to win the round. So a minute on, a minute off, a minute on for Plant. For me, Canelo is, if I'm a Canelo fan, I'm a little bit worried because he seems like he's just trying to load up. He's trying to load up with the shot a little bit too much. Now, if his fitness is good, he can keep his foot on the gas until later rounds. But not too much strategy from Canelo other than just really trying to hurt Plant. Plant needs to stay relaxed. Good. Plant needs to go to the body a little bit more. Close round. You can give it to Canelo for aggression. Remember what I told you guys leading up to the fight. Plant can be technically winning, but because of those hard shots that Canelo throws, the judges might give it to him. It looks like I got a little bit of a delay here with my stream. Let me know in the chat what you guys are seeing there. My internet tripping. All right, I think that's the end of the fourth round. My internet's tripping a little bit, so I missed the end of that fourth round. Let me know what you guys got in the end of that fourth round. Yeah, you guys got to get yeah, most definitely Case Nasty, man. We got to get those likes all the way up. I don't know how the hell we have 50 people in here and only 30 likes. But let me know what you guys had in that fourth round. I'm trying to just restart my my internet here just for a second. It does that when I go live and watch the fight at the same time. Takes a lot of bandwidth. All right, I got it back now. We good. All right, because I missed some of that fourth round, I won't score it, okay? To be fair. All right, round 5. This is normally where Canelo starts picking it up in fights, is around 5. So let's see if he changes anything up. Right now, the jab is a big weapon for Plant. We knew that going in, though. Canelo, I think, is really starting to learn, like, he's pretty long, man, and the reach advantage is definitely an advantage. So Canelo's still trying to figure out how he can get in the inside. So far in the 5th round, Canelo looks like I don't say he's tired. Maybe it's some strategy. He's taking his time. But when Canelo's taking his time, Plant needs to work. Plant has got to work when Canelo's taking his time. Canelo's throwing hard punches, but again, a lot of them are being blocked. Russell Mora dropped in and told Plant that he couldn't push Canelo's head down. Plant is countering very well, man. I think that Canelo is a bit surprised. Plant needs to throw the right hand a little bit when he catches Canelo's left hook. He needs to throw that right hand. But for the most part, Plant's defense is very nice. But the problem is he's not quite punching enough. He's blocking well, he's defending well, but he needs to counter a little bit better. Right uppercut is open for Plant. Right uppercut. When Canelo's resting, Plant needs to work. I'm on the last 20 seconds of the 5th round. Plant needs to throw a combo here. Squeeze the round out. Man, good defense by Plant. Wow. Really hard. He's really hard. He's making Canelo miss a lot. I got to give it to Plant, man. I mean, like I get it that Canelo's like trying and he's landing some thudding shots here and there, but you got to give ring generalship to Plant. You got to. He's making Canelo miss. He's putting the jab in his face. And he's controlling the pace of the fight. You got to score ring generalship. Yeah, that was definitely a low blow. Yeah, Alvarez says, can somebody miss a punch and knock out Russell Mora? Yeah. Now, I didn't score the 4th round because my internet was tripping. But I've given every other round to Plant thus far. Yo, Russell, if you're gonna give Plant warnings, you better do the same shit to Canelo. I don't see none of this bias bullshit. All right, we're at the halfway point, round 6. Hand speed looking nice for Caleb in the early part of the 6th round. Canelo might start getting a little, I want to say desperate, but you know, he wants to he really wants to get something in hard to try and hurt Plant, I think, to try and bring the fight back in his favor, which in a way is a little bit of desperation. I think he knows that he might be down on the fight. I mean, my scorecard obviously can be very different than the actual judges. But I score on ring generalship. I score on defense. I score on activity. And if you're the aggressor, you need to be effective. The uppercut is open for Plant. The uppercut is open. The chopping right hands are starting to go in for Canelo now. Remember, I told you guys that's the punch I'm worried about, is that chopping right. Plant was winning the early part of the round. Canelo's making a comeback. Last minute of the 6th round. Oh, nice left hook by Canelo. They're fighting a little bit too close for my comfort if I'm a Plant fan. Plant needs to get back in the middle of the ring and work behind the jab. I don't know if he's conserving energy or strategy, or maybe he is getting a little bit tired. But Canelo's starting. He's winning this round, I think. Plant needs to go back to the body. Canelo using his head movement, which he hasn't done early. Now he's starting to do it a bit. Okay, I give that one to Canelo. Started using head movement, went to the body well, landing some nice over right hands. So I give that to to Canelo. So this is where, like I told you guys, this is where Canelo usually starts picking it up around 5-6. Moped in the building. Good to see you, bro. Get those likes all the way up. Mangus Allen, I agree, bro. He needs to go to the body. He gave away the end of that 6th round. That wasn't a good look for Caleb. Hopefully it's strategy. We have almost 70 people in here. We should have 70 likes. Let's go. Hit that like button, people. All right, 7th round. Plant coming out with the jab in the 7th. Plant needs to stop. There, nice little combo by Plant there, but he needs to stop moving to his left so much. He needs to move laterally, left, right, go to the body. When he continuously moves to the left, that's when Canelo's going to jump in with that left hook. Good, there you go. Go to the body. Nice by Plant. Good. I have Plant winning the round so far. The unofficial scoring, they have Canelo up by 2 rounds, which is absolute horseshit. Unofficial scorecard, they have Canelo up by 2 rounds. Absolute horseshit. That's that bullshit. Landing these thudding shots that get blocked. Fucking pitiful. They're about to piss me off and the fight isn't even over yet. Oh, nice right hand by Plant. Go to the body, Plant. The body's open, Plant. I got Plant winning the 7th round so far. Come on, Plant. You're the bigger fighter. Let's go. Let's fight big. Let's fight big. Right uppercut. Right uppercut's open, Plant. Let's go. Right uppercut. I don't know why Plant's not throwing any uppercuts. Nice jab. A little bit of headbutt there. Nice right hand by Plant again. Nice counter right hand. Nice. I give Plant that round. I don't think the other judges will, though. They'll probably give it to Canelo because he landed a couple body shots. You know, all Canelo got to do is land a couple body shots, and they'll give it to him. But I give it to Plant. I have a feeling that my scorecard is going to be very, very different than the actual scorecards if this goes 12. I appreciate that, Mingus, man. These people, man, they out there watching behind the bushes. It's probably Canelo fans waiting for my reaction for the end of the fight. I'm just stunned that they have going into the 7th round. They have Canelo up by 2 rounds. I don't know where. Like, based off what? Obviously, they don't appreciate defense. They don't appreciate defense. That's obvious. Yeah, the DO. Yeah, Plant really got to stand out to win against a fan favorite. Biases are a factor. Yeah, you're right. Eighth round now. Yeah, yeah, starting to have some internet problems again. So I missed a bit of the 8th round. Yeah, see, that's what they look at, right? The power punches thrown. Alvarez 41%, Plant 27%, but power punches don't win a fight. Well, the commentator just said, "Oh, Plant's doing great, but I don't know if he can win a decision with this crowd support for Canelo." What kind of bullshit is that? That's basically admitting the bias. That's basically admitting corruption right there. Oh, he's doing great, but he probably won't win. So you're saying he's got to knock him out? Both of these guys have put a lot of energy into the fight. You see fatigue starting to set in a bit. They're both a bit tired. They both put a lot into it here at the end of the 8th round. I got 40 seconds left in the 8th for me. I know the latency and might be a little bit different. You guys might be ahead or behind. I just don't think, man. I just don't think these big shots coming in. A lot of them are just not landing. Plants blocked a lot of them in the shoulder roll defense, and I'm just I'm so disappointed that this fight might go to Canelo in a decision based off of these thudding hard shots. Man, I can feel it coming, man. I can feel it coming. Plant is blocking a lot of it. I missed part of that 8th round, but I'm going to give it to Canelo. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for the parts that I did see. It's unfortunate because my internet keeps tripping. Like I don't understand. Like, if you have it even, or you have Canelo up by maybe 1, or you have Plant up by 1, that seems a bit respectable. But you have Canelo up by 2, it's like, so he's won 4, maybe 5 rounds. Like, I don't know. Like, I've given Canelo 2, maybe 3 rounds because I missed most of the 4th. But he definitely hasn't won more than 3 rounds on my scorecard. All right, so the PBC commentators, they're saying it's close. I had another stream up with Showtime, and they think Canelo's up. So Plant's throwing a lot more. Obviously, Canelo's a lot more conservative, throwing like 100 punches less. So that's why he has a higher connect rate, because he's throwing 100 less punches. So you can't say that Plant isn't active. He's throwing 100 more punches. He's more active. Yeah, Canelo's got head movement and stuff like that, but which one is it? You scoring on activity or not? Plant continues to land that counter right hand off that shoulder roll. Plant just needs to go to the body now. If I was Plant, I just go to the body. Just jab to the body, right hand to the body, left hook to the body, roll out. Just go to the body. There comes the right uppercut. I've been waiting for that by Plant. The right uppercut's just there. The right uppercut is just there for Plant. It's just waiting to be landed. Oh, nice. Plant starting to put some combinations together. See, that's the thing, right? Plant lands 5 punches, then Canelo lands a left hook, and everyone's like, ooh and ah, and the judges will score that for Canelo. But Plant just got to keep working no matter what. Even with the supposed corruption, you just got to keep working. See, he's rolling these shots. "15 seconds left of the 9th round for me. Plant needs to land something. There you go. Nice. There you go, Plant. That's how you end a round. Nice, Plant. Nice jab. There you go, Plant. Be a dog, Plant. Fuck this dude. Let's go. Be a dog. It's time to be a dog now. 10th round. We ain't got no time. I give that to Plant. James, thank you for the update, bro. Obviously, I'm not able to watch it because I'm watching this, bro. Thank you. Almost. The commentators keep saying, oh, Canelo almost landed it. There's no such thing as almost in boxing. Either you land it or you don't. Yo, facts. Mike Tyson is shocked. Get those likes all the way up. We should have about 70 likes by now. Mr. Punch Out. My man said John B. We're in the 10th round, people. This is the championship rounds now. Championship rounds now. Who wants it more? Who wants it more? Plant has literally thrown 120 more punches in this fight. 392 to like 270 something. Canelo's trying to pressure now. He's pushing it now. He knows it's a 10th round. He knows it's a close fight. He's clever. He's tying him up. But Plant needs to throw. He can't just tie up. He needs to land some shit. There you go, Plant. Get a combo on him. I'm looking on into the crowd, too. The crowd is lit, man. There's so many celebrities in the crowd. It's crazy. So many celebrities in the crowd. And boxers. Canelo, he just ain't landing anything, man. I mean, he throws like 5 punches. He might land one, and then Plant throws a 3-piece. This is a close fight. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I don't care if Canelo fans are watching this and they think Canelo's winning this easy. This is a close fight, man. Oh, nice left hook by Canelo. Plant returns with 2 body shots. The right uppercut is open for Plant. The right uppercut is open for Plant. I just keep saying it. He ain't throwing it. One of those abandoned punches, man. A lot of boxers forget the uppercuts. That's one thing I love about Joe Louis. He was devastating with the uppercuts. Coming towards the end of the 10th round, no fighter really had any particular advantage. They're both kind of getting a bit sloppy. There's a bit fatigue setting in. But I'm gonna give it to Canelo. I think that I feel like he was trying to steal that round, and Plant was being a little bit too safe. I'm gonna give that one to Canelo. So if you guys are just joining, we're getting ready to go into the 11th round. Make sure you guys hit that like button, of course. We got I got Canelo winning 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. So I have it 6-4 for Plant right now on my scorecard. All right, 11th round, championship rounds. Who wants it more? This is where Plant really needs to prove that he's not like the other fighters that Canelo has faced. This is where he really needs to prove it. Plant's down. Left hook. Left hook. Left hook got him. I think it's fatigue for Plant. A lot of it's fatigue. Tie up. Tie up. Get up, Plant. Why you call it? Why the fuck you call it? Why the fuck you call the fight? Why do you call off the fight? Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Why do you call the fight, though? The dude is trying to get up. It's a championship fight. This is a championship fight. You don't call the fight when the dude is trying. He's trying to fucking get up. He was only knocked down once. Wow. Wow. I don't understand how you call the fight. Was Plant taking like an extreme amount of damage? The dude went down. He got up. He beat the count, and then he gets knocked down again. And it's not like his head went off the canvas and he was like eyes rolled in the back of his head. How do you call that in a championship fight? It's the 11th round. It's the 11th round. How do you call that? When it's all said and done, my prediction was right. There wasn't a cut, which I thought there might be a cut, but I predicted Canelo to win 10th, 11th round, and that's what happened. I did not agree with the stoppage. I feel like it's an early stoppage in a championship fight when it's a close fight and you just don't call a fight like that when Plant is clearly trying to get up. There's only 30 seconds left in the fight. He can survive that round. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with that stoppage at all. No, Plant got tired. Plant got tired. The fatigue was setting in that 9th, 10th, and then, of course, that 11th round. He was getting tired. And that's the thing with Canelo, man. He conserves a lot more energy. He conserves a lot more energy. And he had that little bit of extra in the tank to land a left hook, and he had to finish off Plant. But I just don't agree with the stoppage at all. That is biased at its best. I'm sorry. So here comes the replay. I'm watching it now. So he wobbled him with the left hook. He went down. He got up right away. He was a little bit wobbly, but he got up. Okay. So it's not like he barely got up. Okay. The left hook was partially blocked, but he got enough on it that hurt Plant. And then he got the right uppercut. That's what really got him. The right uppercut is what really got him. Show the second knockdown. I don't care about the first knockdown. Why did Russell Morris stop it? That's what I want to know. Hey, Arturo, man, I see you commenting now, bro. But you were quiet the whole time, man. You were quiet the whole time, bro, because Plant was doing a good job. You know that. You know it was a close fight. It was a close fight. Canelo had to put work in. And all you people saying that Canelo was gonna come in here and beat up and massacre Plant, y'all can suck my dick. I don't care. For real. I told you guys that it doesn't. I'm not upset about if he knocks out. Here comes the second knockdown right here. So he's down, and Mora just calls it. He just calls it. He just calls it. He doesn't give him any chance to try to roll over and attempt to try to get up. He just called it. Look at him. Mora just called it. He just called it. No count, just called it. And look, Plant is already getting up. Bro. 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 Didn't even count. He didn't even count. Bro. Bro. He didn't even count. It's because he didn't want to count. It's because he didn't want to count. He wanted to call that shit off. I just 30 seconds in the fight, championship fight, you got to at least count. If he doesn't beat the count, fine. It's not like Caleb Plant was taking an extreme amount of damage going into the 11th round. It's not like he had a nasty cut. It wasn't like he had massive swelling. It wasn't like he was being outclassed. It was a close fight. Gift stoppage. Gift stoppage. I want to see him get knocked down. I want that to be a 10-7 round, or at least have a chance to be a 10-7 round. And then you got the 12th round. You got the 12th round coming up. It's the final round. It's the final round. And if Plant is done, he's done. It ain't going to take long for Canelo to finish it. But let the man finish, man. Let the man try to go out on his shield, man. Man, fuck this puto fucking Mora, man. I'm sick of this motherfucker. Sick of him. Specific volume, bro. What's good? Bob Sanders. I had Canelo up 2. That's fine. You had Canelo up. That's fine. But I don't agree with that stoppage at all. At all. Not even close. Disgusting. Disgusting stoppage. You don't even count. You don't even attempt to count. As soon as you went down, you fucking call it off. Disgrace. Disgrace. Plant wasn't throwing no power shots, but he doesn't though. He never does. He never does unless he has his opponent hurt. He's not a power puncher. Listen, I'm not a listen guys. Canelo's supposed to win this. He's supposed to win. He's the overwhelmingly favorite, right? He's supposed to win this. And I'm not upset at Canelo at all. I'm upset at the bias. I'm upset at the poor refereeing. I'm upset at these unofficial scorecards, which is a fucking disgrace, having Canelo up 3-4 rounds going up into the 11th round. Disgusting. Disgusting. But Congratulations to Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. He did it for himself. He did it for Mexico. Respect. Congratulations. But if you think I'm going to sit up here and clap my hands and give this guy a standing ovation when it's clearly the only way that Plant wins this fight is if he knocks him out. Clearly, that's the only way Caleb Plant wins this fight. Disgusting. Oh, he gave Fury all the time he needed. What's the difference? Fury he went down on his back. He went down face first and on his back. And he gets a count? I'm just listening to the post fight interview, guys. So bear with me here. I'm just listening to everything that Canelo's saying. Plant left the ring. So Plant there. So I'm watching the replay here. The first round. Sorry, the first knockdown. Plant got up. Big left hook by Canelo. A lot of that's fatigue, though. Plant was fatigued, but he goes down, and Mora just calls it. And Plant's already starting to get up. Plant's already starting to get up, and Mora called it. Plant's already starting to get up, and Mora called it. Mora didn't even count. Bullshit. Championship fight. 11th round. You got to give the fighter a chance. I think he would have got up too. And rather Canelo finishes him off in the last 30 to 25 seconds is yet to be seen. And if he does, he does. But it should be the right way. It should be done the right way. You know what I'm saying? And then again, Plant might hold on and survive. Get a minute rest on the stool. And then you go into the last round. And at least if Plant tries to survive the 12th round, then at least Plant goes the distance and he has a bit of dignity. You take his dignity away when you call a fight like that in a championship fight. You strip his dignity away. Fuck that puto Mora, man. And he's smiling like as if he's proud. He's proud for Canelo to get the victory. I don't care what anybody says, man. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I'm lit. All right, Boxing Redemption, bro. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks for dropping by tonight. I'm pissed because there's bias towards Canelo. Period. Point blank. This isn't a conversation of who's better. And anybody out here who's gonna pretend that Canelo completely outclassed Plant in this fight, you are delusional. And don't just unsubscribe. Leave my page. Leave my page. If you feel like Plant got outclassed in this fight and it was an easy fight for Canelo, just leave. Just leave. You're not allowed to have a boxing conversation with me. You don't know shit about boxing. You're a biased Canelo fan. Period. And the commentators are saying right now from PBC, Caleb Plant proved that he was worthy. And it wasn't an easy night for Canelo. That's what they're saying. It's not just me. There's some other people out here that have eyes, that can see, that understand boxing. I haven't heard anybody say anything about what the scorecards were at the time of the stoppage. But that fight's over, man. So I just clicked out of it. Uh, man. So I'll drop a link for anybody that wants to stop in and give their thoughts. I'm not going to be on here too long. I got to go back and watch my NBA games. I missed out on a lot of NBA games for this fight. So just taking a deep breath here. So here's the thing. First, what I'm going to do for all you guys who are just joining, I appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to my commentary. Nah, yo, I don't watch UFC, bro. Make sure you guys get all those likes as I kind of wind down this live stream here and give you guys this is my post fight thoughts, I guess you can say, now that the fight is over. Just give me a moment here. I'm sure the Canelo fans will start swarming in here very soon. But there's a link if anybody wants to jump in and give their thoughts about how they saw the fight. So what I'm going to do now is just give you guys my scorecard leading up to the stoppage. I had it 6 rounds to 4 for Caleb Plant. 6 rounds to 4 for Caleb Plant. I gave Canelo that 10th round. I started seeing fatigue starting to set in for Plant. He started getting tired. And there was a lot of suspicion about that. We saw him kind of go through that dark place a little bit in other fights. He gets in the 10th, 11th round, he starts slowing down. Plant has a very, very, very high work rate. He moves a lot. He throws a lot of punches. He throws punches with a lot of velocity, as in speed. I'm not talking about power. I'm talking about speed. And that fatigue definitely started setting in. It really started setting in the 8th, 9th rounds. I gave Canelo the 8th, and I gave Canelo the 10th. And that's really when the tide started to change. But for those of you who are wondering why I got upset, I told a lot of people that leading into this fight, it's not a losing situation for me. I predicted Canelo to win in the 10th or 11th round. I believe I said 10th or 11th round. Although I said that I thought it will be some type of cut, but nonetheless, I knew the potential of Caleb Plant burning out. I knew the potential of the over right hand, which did land on Plant and ultimately ended the fight. That second knockdown was a straight right hand through the guard that knocked him down for the second time. So my prediction was right. And this is why I don't pick with emotion. I pick with what I know about the sport of boxing. And to be honest with you, even if Plant survived that 11th round and 12th round, he would have lost by decision. That's a guarantee, obviously, because the knockdowns that it didn't help him. So my prediction would have been right anyway. So I told you guys going into it that for Plant to win, he has to box perfectly for 12 rounds. For Plant to win, he has to knock him out. Those are the only two ways that he beats Canelo. Period. Point blank. So my prediction was right. What I'm upset about is the stoppage. And it's not just Caleb Plant. It's any fighter, especially in the championship rounds, in a championship fight, undisputed on the line. It's been a great fight leading up to the knockdown. It's a close fight leading up to the knockdown. Right? Emotions are high, whatever. And he gets dropped the second time, and Mora doesn't even pick up the count. A lot of times, referees will pick up the count from the timekeeper, look at the fighter, and see, okay, well, he's out, and then they waive it. Mora didn't even do that. People. Jeffrey, what's good, bro? Thanks for dropping by tonight, man. I see you. Get this bitch ass Eric out of here. Get him out. Get him out. Get Eric out of here. I'm not going to tolerate anybody in here. I'm not going to tolerate any Canelo casuals. I'm not tolerating any Canelo casuals. Come in here talking that dumb shit. Get him out of here. So, Master Storm, what's good, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Thanks for dropping by. So that's the thing, right? Is I would be upset if it was any fighter in that situation. Yeah, I'm rooting for Plant, and it's going to seem like I'm upset because Plant got stopped. Why would I be so upset when I predicted Canelo to win? That doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm upset because it's an atrocious call by an atrocious referee. Period. By a referee who doesn't have a good track record. And for anybody out there saying, oh, yeah, but come on, Divine, he got better. Kiss my white ass. That guy should have been banished from the sport when he allowed a fighter to punch another fighter in the balls 15 plus times and never took a point away. He is a disgrace to boxing, period. And I warned you guys about him leading up to Fury Wilder, and I warned you again leading up to this fight. And I said, I hope he's not a part of any type of the decision or swaying the fight one way or the other. He warned Plant a few times in the fight for holding the head down and things like that. To me, the bias was clear, in my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You can toot your horn and beat your drum at the newly crowned undisputed champion, Canelo, go in the streets of Mexico and have your fiesta. But you ain't going to come in here with some dumb shit. I'm going to give it to you guys raw and authentic when it comes to boxing. That was an atrocious stoppage by Russell Mora. Atrocious. Period. You don't do that in a undisputed matchup, championship matchup, in the championship rounds, when neither fighter has shown any real true damage. It's late in the fight. Knockdowns happen late in the fight. Fatigue sets in. That's what happens. You don't just wave it off just because, oh, he looks tired and hurt. See, this is the problem. Not enough referees knows how it is to be in the ring. They don't know what it is, what it's like to be at that level when you've sacrificed everything. And let me say it again. most times at this level, okay, we're not prospect level, amateur level, or even contender level. At this level, referees will at least pick up the count, look at the fighter, and if the fighter's not responding or attempting to get up, they wave it off. As soon as Plant touched the canvas in that second knockdown, he waved it. How do you wave it when there's 30 seconds left in the round? And you clearly see Plant rolling over in attempt to get up. Now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Deanna Branch, I appreciate you. Glad you made it here at the end. I know you were watching the fight live. Here's the thing. What if that was Canelo? What if that was Canelo late in the rounds, got dropped, got up, got dropped again, and Russell Morrow called it off like that? Well, guess what? That would have never happened because it's Canelo Alvarez. That's why. That would never happen, would it? He can get dropped 5 times before the referee calls it. And I'm calling it a buck. That's exactly the truth. There you guys have it. Master Storm says, facts. There has been many fights where there are multiple knockdowns and no belt on the line. Let me say this again. Only 2 knockdowns in the fight, 2 of which happened in the 11th round of a championship bout. Not just any other, like just not just any championship, but undisputed. Late in the fight, 2 knockdowns. No display throughout the fight where any fighter, but in this case, Plant, was taking an extreme damage. His eye was puffed up. He had a nasty cut. He was wobbled several times. He was trying to survive rounds. The dude was putting on a boxing clinic. Was he like Mayweather level? No. But he was doing a damn good job. And you can see the frustration on Canelo because he probably thought it was going to be easier than what it was. So, as I was saying, congratulations to Canelo, the first not only undisputed super middleweight, but the first Mexican super middleweight division, super middleweight undisputed champion. Enjoy the moment. Russell Mora's bias and poor decision making, can't blame that on Canelo. But it's part of the machine, right? It's part of the powers that be. And I told people, Plant can land 4 punches, Canelo lands 1 punch, but because it's a power shot, they give it to Canelo. The whole thing is a disgrace, and I'm sure that Plant and his team, now that they've been in it, now that they have experienced it, they're gonna see they're gonna see and understand the true machine now. They're gonna get the scorecards of what the score was leading up to the fight, leading up to the knockdown and the stoppage, and they're gonna see that they had Canelo up probably by 3-4 rounds, which is mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing for me, and a spit in my face as a die-hard boxing fan, a part of this sport for a very, very long time. It absolutely spits on elusive pure boxers if you had Canelo up by 3 or 4 rounds, up until the point of the stoppage. I wipe my ass with that scorecard. Now, if you had Canelo up by 1 or you had it a draw, I can live with that. But 3 or 4 rounds up until the point of the stoppage, we don't know yet, but those scorecards will be released soon enough. Soon as Plant and his team gets a hold of that, they're going to know. They're going to understand. And then they're going to look at how Russell Mora called that off. They probably already know that much. And I think that's probably a big reason why Plant left the ring. Because at the point of the stoppage, he was upset. He was upset. Rightfully so. You don't call the fight when I'm trying to get up. What the hell is that? You don't call the fight when I'm trying to get up. And for anybody out there saying, "Oh, he's a baby. He's a poor sportsman. He left." No, he went over to Canelo. He apologized for the things that he said. He did what he had to do with Canelo, and he left. You don't got to stick around and pacify the fans and listen to the boos and the bullshit and the fact that he just got the fight was called off before he was ready to quit. I mean, he was on his way up. So I don't have any problem with Plant. He did what he had to do, and congratulate Canelo. And there's no need to stick around for what. Boxing Redemption. Take care, Divine. I'm off to watch the UFC. Plant was winning on my scorecards, but he got caught in a way I thought he would. He did well, man. I respect that. As long as you call it like you just said right there. Plant was doing an amazing job. He was on his way to what should be a unanimous decision. He was on the way. In my opinion, he was on the way. Rather, he would have gotten it or not is another story, but he was on the way to win a decision, and he got caught. I thought the stoppage was premature. Not premature. I thought the stoppage was an atrocity to boxing. Period. Appreciate the super chat, man. Go enjoy those UFC fights. I don't really pay attention to the UFC too much. So y'all can take it how you want to take it. In regards to, how you saw the fight or if you thought the stoppage was good, bad, or whatever. I think if you're a Canelo fan, you don't really give a shit. Like, quite honestly, I don't think you care. If you called a late round stoppage / knockout and it happened, then you can toot your horn, I guess. I'm not expecting you guys to come out and say that it was an early stoppage. I don't expect that at all. I expect you guys to celebrate. But for me, early stoppage, disgraceful stoppage. You don't do that in a championship fight in the 11th round when the guy's trying to get up. You just don't do that. Russell Mora, in my opinion, is a criminal. Yes, I said it. He's a criminal. And if you don't like the words that are coming out of my mouth, challenge me. Challenge me. I dare you. I dare you to challenge me on Russell Mora. I dare you. You might think that Canelo won and you got your prediction right. Congratulations. I dare you to challenge me on Russell Mora. Alan Young was good. Axel Foley was good. Mangasal says, I want Plant versus Benavidez. Yeah, I mean, Benavidez is fighting next week, I believe, right? So if Benavidez wins, he's probably going to chase Canelo if Canelo decides to stay at 168 and defend all these titles that he now has. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't think Benavidez is going to chase Plant if he wins. He's going to chase for Canelo. He's going to chase glory like all fighters do. But look, man, it's not over to Plant. It's not over for Plant at all. I told you guys, and I told you guys, and I told you guys, and I told you guys that Plant is going to put on a great performance. Win, lose, or draw, he's going to put on a great performance. I told you guys he would. He might come up short, but he's going to put on a great performance. And because of the performance that he did tonight, he's going to be in big fights again. Guaranteed. I don't know if it'll be Benavidez, but he'll be in big fights again. And he'll get another title shot in the near future. I mean, he's 29. Plant's 29 years old. He hasn't taken a lot of damage in the sport. He's only had 22 fights. He'll be back, man. Was Canelo on a different level? I think experience played a huge key in the fight tonight, for sure. Plant started gassing out a bit, fatigue set in, and Canelo, he's learned the skill of conserving his energy, and taking his time and being patient. So I think experience played a major role in the fight tonight. But I don't concede the idea that he completely outclassed Plant, and it was an easy fight for Canelo. And nobody can say that Plant was running, because Plant a lot of time was standing right in front of Canelo in the shoulder roll defense. And Canelo missed a lot of shots. He swung and missed a lot. It's just that he hits a little bit harder. He hits hard. You know what I mean? So he can miss 5 and land 1, and that one shot still really, it hurts. It puts damage and it puts water in the basement. Canelo is who I thought he was, and Plant. Plant is who I thought he was, and Plant did pretty much what I thought he would do. I thought the right uppercut was there for him a lot, and he didn't throw it. I thought the right uppercut in that that's one shot that Mayweather throws a lot in that shoulder roll defense, is that right uppercut. You come underneath and throw that right uppercut. Plant didn't throw it. But I can talk all day long on what should have been done on Plant's side. But when it really comes down to it, he's on the big stage for the first time. Experience played a factor. And Canelo got the nod. I predicted Canelo in 10 or 11. He got it done in 11. So, officially, the only prediction that I've gotten wrong since I came back on YouTube in July is Fury Wilder. That's it. So, this is why I pick fights based off of boxing, looking at it from a boxing perspective and not with emotion. I was rooting for Plant, but I knew it was a tough task. So I believe I'm 5-1 now when it comes to predictions, and I plan to keep that streak going. I didn't see Plant winning 2 rounds. Bye, Abel. Get this guy out of here. Get him out. Idiot. I don't got time for that shit, man. G Funky, what's good, man? I know you happy right now. I know you happy, bro. But I'm gonna tell you right now, G Funk, I didn't like the stoppage, man. I don't know if you just joined in, but I didn't like the stoppage. I didn't like that at all. You don't call the fight like that, man. 11th round with about 30 seconds left in the round, and you don't even pick up a count. I mean, you don't even pick up a count, bro. You can't defend that. You can't. You just can't. I don't care. I don't care. You can't defend that. You can't defend a referee not picking up a count in a championship fight in the 11th round with 30 seconds to go. Nah. You can't defend that. Period. I'm sorry. Platboy, what's good, bro? He says, gotta let champions go out on their shield. Absolutely. I mean, you got to. If he gets up and he's wobbly and Canelo starts unleashing hell on him, then yeah, you jump in, you call it. Fine. No problem with that. But we don't know. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. You don't know, right? You don't give the fighter a chance. You don't know. Plant can get up, hold on, and survive. He might survive the round. And then you go into the 12th. It's the last round of the goddamn fight. It's the last round. Maybe Plant survives the whole round and holding and ducking and whatever. And then it goes to the scorecards. Canelo obviously wins it because it's a 10-7 round. So even if it was close, Canelo's going to get the decision. But at least you let the man finish on his feet with a little bit of dignity. It just pisses me off when referees take the dignity out of a man. We're not when they're not the one in the ring getting punched in the face. It pisses me off. Nap Artist was good, bro. He says, I heard before Plant was going to get robbed on the scorecards before the KO. Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure. Even if Plant did better in that 11th round and did good in the 12th round, he probably still would have lost. He has to box perfectly, all 12, or get a knockout. I mean, basically, that's just the way it goes. And if it goes to the scorecards and Plant loses a decision, I mean, I wouldn't be as mad as I am right now. I would be like, yeah, shit, that's what I expected. Yep. Even though on my scorecard I got a way different. You know what I mean? I got a way different, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But what I didn't expect and what I will not accept is a bullshit stoppage by a referee who should have been banned from the sport years ago for allowing a fighter to hit another fighter in the nuts more than 20 times. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And as the fight was going on, they had the unofficial scorecards pop up on the screen, and then the guy had Canelo up. I think they popped it up on the screen in like the 8th round, and they had Canelo up by like 3 rounds. I'm like, what? 8 rounds, and you have Canelo up by 3? What fight are you watching? Based off of what? Oh, because he's coming forward? The what? At the 8th round, you have him up by 3. I mean, yeah, I had the volume on for a minute, and I muted it around the 5th round. I couldn't take it. And Yaba says, I wish Mora was my neighbor. You pay him a visit. I had up to the stoppage, up to the point of the stoppage, I had Canelo winning 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. I had him winning 4 rounds on my scorecard. Divine Sense, the guy who is biased toward the boxers. I had Canelo winning 4. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. I don't see how you can give him the first 3 rounds. He didn't do shit the first 3 rounds. He hardly threw a damn punch the first 3 rounds. How do you give him the first 3 rounds? How? How do you give him the first 3 rounds? He didn't throw a punch. Except for a couple hard body shots. How do you give him a round? So at the point of 8 rounds, your scorecard you have Canelo up by 3. That's crazy. Stang Boy, what's up, man? He says, I can't understand for the life of me why Plant stood in the pocket. That was the same mistake that BJS made. Yeah, absolutely, and leaning down, right? Billy Joe, because he's a southpaw, he leans down to his left. And then Caleb Plant, because he's orthodox, he leans down to his right. He got hit with that uppercut. It wasn't the left hook. The left hook, wobbled him a little bit. But that first knockdown, that was an uppercut, man, because he over there leaning. Plant's battery was fading, but Dan, as a ref, yeah, you don't call the fight because you think the fighter's tired. You call the fight because you think he's hurt. Because you think he can't get up. Because he's not moving. That's when you call the fight. You don't say, oh, I thought he was tired. It's the 11th round in a championship fight, you dumbass. Of course he's tired. Of course he's tired. I'm not going to stay on here too much longer, man. But anybody who wants to jump in, there's the link. Click that link. You can come on here, join the panel, and give your thoughts about the fight. But I think I've said pretty much everything that I wanted to say. I called the fight live. If you missed it, this will be uploaded on the channel. You can revisit it. This going into it was never a losing situation for me. I picked Canelo to win in the 10th, 11th round. He won the 11th round. My prediction was damn spot on at the end of the day. I was rooting for Plant. Plant win or lose, draw didn't really matter to me. You know what? I told you guys I wanted a good fight, and it was a pretty. I mean, it was a good fight. I wouldn't say a pretty good fight. It was a very good fight. I'm upset at the biased scorecards. I'm upset at the biased commentating. I'm upset at the bias and piece of shit referee. That's what I'm upset about. I'm not upset about the fight. I'm not upset the fact that Canelo won. I'm upset at the corruption that continues to poison and destroy the sport of boxing, the sport that I love. And I'm sick and tired to the core of these commentators and journalists and media and judges being hateful against pure boxers. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, color had nothing to do with it, or you can say it has everything to do with it. Because Plant came in with a shoulder roll defense, slick, elusive style, especially in the beginning parts of the fight, until he got a bit tired and he was standing in front of Canelo. And he was being hated on by the judges, by the commentators, by media on fucking Twitter, because they don't like that style. Period. Dawn says, I lost 5K. Son of a bitch. That's a lot of money, bro. I feel bad for you, man. I lost money too. I didn't lose that much, but I lost some money too, man. But I bet with a clear conscience. I really did. I bet with a clear conscience, man. It was like if I win, it's a bonus. It's like it's like a little extra payday, man. But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like I was so confident that Plant was going to win. It was a chance. It was a risk. It was absolutely a risk. So I'm good with it. Yeah, commentators didn't acknowledge most of Plant's connecting punches. Yeah, didn't acknowledge the punches. Every time that Plant would like slip and block punches, they're like, "Oh, look at that! Look at Canelo. He's punching hard. Yeah, look at Canelo. Yeah, he get the left hook in there. He getting that left hook in there. He getting the right uppercut in there. Yeah, he looking good, man." I'm like, he ain't landing nothing, bro. What are you talking about? The shoulder roll defense, man. He's catching the left hook with the right hand, and he's got his left arm draped around his body, and the body shots were going straight to that left arm. Straight to that left arm. Yes, Plant. Even when Canelo missed, they would praise him. The problem is that what a lot of people feared was that Plant can't hurt Canelo. And if Plant can't hurt Canelo, it doesn't matter how well Plant boxes. It doesn't matter. He's going to lose the decision. So now we'll see what is said post-fight. I don't know if Plant will say anything. Eventually he will. Eventually he will. I don't know if he'll do it tonight. He left the ring. I think that he left the ring because he felt a bit disgusted with the fight being stopped the way that it was. And I 100% agree with him. I Yeah, you just you don't want to go out like that, man. If you get knocked out clean and you get woken up and they're like, "Yo, bro, you got knocked out." It's like, "Ah, shit. All right, man, he got me." You know what I mean? Or you're taking a lot of damage. You know that you're cut, you're bleeding, you're swelled up. It's not going well for you, and the referee jumps in. You just gotta eat that. You know, and you're like, "Ah, shit. All right, man. Canelo's just he's better." But you don't want to go out like that, man. You get knocked down, you're tired, you're trying to get up, and the referee doesn't even count, bro. The referee doesn't even count. How do you defend that? How? Oh, but Devon, he was hurt, bro. He was clearly hurt. The referee didn't count. I don't care. Yo, did they show the scorecards? What they had it up until the point of the stoppage? I saw the unofficial ones. The unofficial ones were disgraceful. But did they say what the scorecards were up until the point of the stoppage? I swear to God, bro. If they did, and if they had Canelo up by more than if they had Canelo up more than 2 rounds, I swear to God, bro. I swear to you, I might boycott boxing. I don't even know if it's worth it anymore. I don't even know if it's worth it anymore. If they had Canelo up more than 2 rounds up to the point of the stoppage, I seriously don't know if I can do this anymore. Of course he got up. He was on his way up. And by the time the referee wipes the gloves off, resets the fighters, the time's still ticking. Y'all realize that, right? Time doesn't stop. The time keeps ticking. So by the time all that's done, there's like 20 seconds left in the fight. Caleb Plant has a chance to survive that. And it's not about, well, but Divine, he didn't have a chance to win, man. He was hurt. If you go into the 12th round, Canelo would have got him out anyways, bro. That's not the point. That's not the point. If he gets knocked out, let him have his dignity. If he loses on the scorecards, let him have his dignity, man. Y'all just want Canelo to win so badly that you don't want to look at it objectively. Why is this Abel guy still in here? How is he still getting in here? My God. All right, so Strange Boy said 93, 97, 92, 98, and 94, 96. All for Canelo, I'm guessing. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is official? I can't. I can't. I'm going to write this down. 94, 96 is like the only one that I'm willing to tolerate. I don't like it, but I'll tolerate it. What I can't tolerate and I find disgusting is 92, 98, and 93, 97. That's just straight up disgusting. Disgusting. And a spit in the face of anybody out there who has a slick, elusive boxing style like Caleb Plant. That's the way they treat Rigondeaux. That's the way they treat Erislandy Lora. Sickening. Sickening. Facts. I'll probably never pay for another fight again. So what you're telling me is this, right? I don't even have to be a Canelo fan. I don't even have to be a Plant fan. I can just say, oh, I can go on the I can go on my what do you call it? Programming on my TV or whatever, see what's on. Oh, there's a big fight coming on tonight. Oh, Plant Canelo. Yeah, I kind of know who Canelo is. I don't know who Shirt Plant is. Let me just watch it as a boxing fan. And you can sit there and watch it completely unbiased, just enjoying a good match. And you can have it score. Well, I think this Plant guy's doing pretty good, man. Shit, I think he's winning. Now, of course, he goes on and gets stopped. But when the scorecards come out like this, what kind of message does it send about boxing, people? Seriously, what kind of message does it send to the people that just tuning in? Maybe you're inviting some of your relatives, or maybe your girl sat down and watched it with you, or your boy, or whatever sat down and watched it with you, and they're not really fans, and you see scorecards like this, man. Seriously. So what you're telling me is that Plant had to win by knockout. The guy that everybody knew coming into the fight doesn't have power. He doesn't knock guys out. He's not a knockout artist. So you're already setting the man up for failure before the fight even starts. It's like, he's got to do as good, if not better, than what Mayweather did. Okay, which is a tall ask from Plant, a guy who's only had 22 professional fights, and Mayweather being who he is. And by the time he fought Plant, he was already in his mid-30s. And another probably 15 fights under his belt. So that's a tall ask. Then you're saying he's got to knock him out to win. When you get scorecards like this, that's what you're telling me. When I see scorecards like this, 93 to 97, 92 to 98, who's that? Who is that? Who is that? 92 to 98. Somebody go drop kick this dude in the face. WWE style. And then 94, 96, which is, like I said, the only one that I'm willing to tolerate. So basically, what you're telling me is that we know we're setting this fight up, and we know that Plant has a lot less likelihood of knocking out Canelo compared to Canelo knocking out Plant, right? We know he doesn't have power. He can drop. Maybe he gets lucky and drops Canelo. But he's not going to stop him. He ain't going to stop Canelo. What are the odds on that? 1 in a million, basically. So we're not worried about that. So the only thing we have to be worried about is him putting on a boxing clinic. But even then, he's got to do just as good, if not better, than what Floyd did. And don't forget, Floyd versus Canelo, one judge scored it a draw. One judge scored it a draw when Mayweather clearly outboxed him the whole damn fight. I only gave Canelo 2 rounds out of that fight, and that was being generous. And this fight, I gave him 4 rounds. I mean, is it they just don't know how to score properly? I mean, maybe it's not because they're biased. Maybe they just don't know how to score. I don't know. Ring generalship, clean punches, making your opponent miss. I mean, it really goes back to the same conversation of Rigondeaux and Quasimodo. It's the same. It's literally the same. And Floyd was the A side when he got a draw. Facts. He was the A side and he got a draw. What do you think Plant would have had to do to win this fight, y'all? And that's exactly why I didn't bet big money. I didn't bet big money. I bet not a small amount, a fair amount of money, but I ain't going out like that because I know the powers that be, man. I've been around too long. But I was thinking, shit, man, maybe he'll box so damn good that they have no choice to at least give him a split decision. It seems that when you predict these fights, you really have to do your due diligence on these judges as well, not just the fighters. 1,000%. 1,000%. And people, just so you know, I spent countless hours studying about this fight. Hours breaking down footage in my little man cave here of planning Canelo. And the crazy thing is, if you took, let's say this, if you took Plant and Canelo and you put them in a boxing gym in Chicago, you put them in a boxing gym in DC, you put them in a boxing gym in Virginia, you put them in a boxing gym in LA, and you have them go for 8 rounds, ain't nobody giving that fight to Canelo. Ain't nobody giving that fight to Canelo. In a local gym full of boxers, ain't nobody giving that to Canelo, period. It's crazy when you think about it. It's crazy. But I put countless hours into this studying, right? And because that's what I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, like Plant's got the skill, man. He can outbox this guy. And on my scorecard, he did. He did until he got stopped. So I literally bet on that. I bet like, okay, I gotta at least, because the odds are so crazy. I just gotta put something out there, because if he pulls it off and puts on a boxing clinic, which I think he has the skills to do, maybe he gets a split or whatever, then at least I had some money on it. But that's why I predicted Canelo, man. That's why I told y'all, man. Canelo, it's not just Canelo and his skill. It's the judges, it's the ref, it's the bias, it's the crowd, it's everything. I told you guys, man. I told you guys. And if you bet big money, you better bet with an open, conscious mind and understand it's a huge risk. You got to. You got to. Don't bet just to try to get lucky. Bet because you got the money to bet, and you bet because it's like, you know, I'm trying to win something big, but you gotta be ready for all the things that I just mentioned. It's not just Canelo and his skill. It's the judges, it's the ref, it's the crowd, it's everything, man. It's the commentators, it's the media, it's everything. You're going up against a machine. So that's why when I find, and it took me so long to make this prediction video. I dropped it like a week before the fight. It took me so long to finally say, you know what, man, as much as I think Plant can pull this off, I gotta go, Canelo. And I went as far as doing a simulation of this fight with my boy Brian. And I had to really register in my head and actually do sparring and like really like feel it out. Cause normally I drop predictions about 3 weeks before a fight, at least. That's usually my time frame. And I just couldn't do it, man, because it's like, I want Plant to win. He needs to win. Like like he really needed to win tonight. And I like him. I like his story and all these things, right? But I have to be honest with the prediction, because what's more important to me than just betting money and rooting on a fighter is how I predict fights. I take that shit seriously. I take it very seriously, because when it's all said and done, it's going to separate us from the rest of the channels out here. You guys know, when you come to Divine Sense Boxing, I may have my emotions invested in one particular fighter, but when it comes to predictions, I'm going to give it to you guys raw and authentic. As one thing you guys are going to learn about Divine Sense as you continue to stay a part of the conversation, how I do these breakdowns and prediction videos. And I'm 5-1 since I came back in July. I'm 5-1. And the one that I lost was Fury Wilder, and I damn near got that one right too, because Wilder almost knocked his ass out. Devon Sense, do you think Plant looked slower than usual? Something was off? Nah, I mean, he slowed down in the later parts for sure. He did. Around the 8th round is when I was like, yeah, he's standing in front of Canelo a bit too much. But he came out quick. That's why I was saying, like, I don't know how anybody scores the fight for Canelo the first 3 rounds. I don't know how you give him any of those first 3 rounds. Plant came out jabbing his head off, in and out, slipping punches, was fast, and Canelo was busy just trying to find his range and do what he does a lot of times, which is be patient. But I don't know how you give Canelo any part of the first 3 rounds. And quite honestly, even the first 5 rounds is debatable. Is debatable in my opinion. It is what it is. But I thought he came out quick and he burned out. He did burn out. OGOB says, I bet online that it would end in the 11th, 12th round and 11 TKO KO. I was betting $242. Yeah. So you betted for Canelo to win? I think the scorecards made Plant fight out of character. Maybe, but I mean, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what the scorecards are. I mean, I don't know what the corner was telling him. Maybe they thought that he needed to pick it up a little bit more. Yeah. Master Storm giving the update. Usman wins by UD. If you guys like UFC. Yeah. So those are my thoughts, man. For every single one of you, I know a lot of you guys have been a part of the live stream since I first started going live when the fight first started. I appreciate you guys, man. I never expect to, get emotional like the way that I do. The fight was going so good, I like Plant got knocked down. I was like, he got caught. I was fine the first knockdown. The second knockdown, I'm waiting for the referee to count, man. I'm waiting for the ref to count, and he didn't even count. He waved it off, and I exploded. I exploded, man. And I would do that for any fighter at this level. It's just uncalled for. I can't accept it. I refuse to accept it, and I challenge anybody to debate me on that stoppage. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Come and challenge me on that stoppage. Come and challenge me on Russell Mora. I will rip you to shreds. And if you're a content creator on here, you'll never want to make a video on YouTube again. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. If your boy Canelo won, congratulations. Go celebrate. But stay away from me with that bullshit. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was enjoying the fight. It was an entertaining fight. My scorecards might be different than yours. That's subjective. That's fine. But the stoppage was terrible, and I'm sticking to it, and there ain't no way in hell anybody can change my mind. So just leave me alone. Okay? Canelo winning this fight doesn't bother me. It bothers me zero. What bothers me is what happens in the ring that shows true and utter bias. That's it. And come prove me wrong. Hit me up on IG, hit me up on Twitter, send me an email, prove me I'm wrong. I dare you. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of talk tonight and tomorrow morning about this fight. And we'll see. But at the end of the day, man, it was a good fight. I was enjoying it. I was commentating on it. I love the sport of boxing. I was entertained. I was on the edge of my seat. And then some bullshit happens, man. And I don't. If you expect me to be like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good stoppage, man. Yeah. Canelo hurt him. What? That's what biased people do. That's what biased people do. And if the tables were turned and Canelo got dropped like that and the referee just waved it off, I would have said the same thing. I would have said the same thing. You don't call a fight like that. You don't call a fight off like that. And if that did happen to Canelo, y'all be singing a different song. The whole damn country of Mexico would probably riot. Miss me with that bullshit. So I put that work in, man, for the live stream. Like I said, for all of you who joined in and tuned in and hit that like button, I appreciate you. I was hoping that we get up to 100 likes. We got close. It looks like we got about 79. If you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button before you drop up out of here. And also consider becoming an official member of the channel, man. That helps me stay motivated. And my motivation drops massively, man, when we have this shit happen. Honest to God, it's like, I'm just like, man, I don't know. And I don't know if you guys have been noticed, but my content has dropped a lot lately since Fury Wilder. I just get burned out by this type of shit. But you know what? You guys tuning in, leaving your comments, dropping your super chats, becoming official members of the channel, it pushes me through and it pushes me forward. So all you got to do is just hit that join button, and that'll mean a lot, man. But we'll see what the horizon brings tomorrow morning when people's, they're drunk out there partying, acting a fool, and they'll wake up tomorrow hungover, coming on YouTube talking shit. So I'm sure it's gonna get nasty. And you know what, man? I might just flip the script. I've been nice, Divine Sense Boxing, Mr. Nice. Try to be nice and respectful to people and try to be unbiased, and try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I put up with a lot of racism and a lot of bullshit after the Fury Wilder fight, and I don't think I can tolerate it again. If you all come in here talking shit, I'm going to show you guys what Divine Sense is all about. I'm going to have to remind people who Divine Sense is. And I just start shredding people. That's it. I just start shredding. Anybody gets in my way, shred. If you don't like it, too bad. Shred. Stay in your lane. Leave me the hell alone, man. I'm warning. As a fair warning to everyone out here. But look, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna get some food in me. Not really looking forward to tomorrow morning, man. I'm really, but I'm ready, man. I'm always ready for war, man. Shield, sword, helmet, strapped on, ready. I'm ready, man. And like I said, I put up with enough bullshit, Fury Wilder, so I ain't being nice no more. Say dumb shit, get shredded. That's all I gotta say, man. The stoppage was bullshit. 93, 97, 92, 98 for Canelo was bullshit. Come challenge me on it. I dare you. I dare you. I'm telling you. And any of you guys out there that know channels, you hear channels talking some dumb shit, let me know, because I'm going to start shredding. Real talk. All the people listening right now, if you hear people tomorrow saying dumb shit about these scorecards and, I had Canelo up big, he was winning easy, any of that dumb shit, let me know, because I'm going to start shredding. I'm sick of it. I'm out, man.